Crab pie? It's crazy!
Hello there, and welcome to Animal Crazy.
The show that takes you into the crazy world of animals.
Now, just a quick warning. This show is going to be different.
Right, Neil, are you ready? Let's get in the cage.
Now, you may be asking yourselves, why are Jenny and Neil inside a cage? Well, it's simple.
Behind those gates there is the most dangerous creature in the world. Are you ready?
Ready. This is the most dangerous creature in the world. The mosquito has killed more people than World War I and World War II put together.
And the reason why it's such a killer is because it's the carrier of the deadly disease called malaria. Now, how does it transmit this disease? Follow me. Imagine that this is the human skin and this is kind of a mosquito.
All right.
Killer.
Now, OK, we know the mosquito hasn't actually got a road drill. It's got something called a proboscis, which is a bit like a super sharp needle that it drills into your skin and probes around because it wants your blood for its dinner.
Lovely.
Yeah, and this is what it looks like in huge close-up. Look at that mosquito's proboscis buried deep into its victim's flesh. And you know, he probably didn't even feel it, it's so sharp. And then the mosquito drinks.
Now, Neil, give me your biro.
There it is.
OK, now if you just take this end out, put it the other way round, you basically end up with two tubes. And that's a bit like the mosquito's proboscis. What happens is, while one tube is gradually sucking in blood, the other one is slowly dribbling out a saliva. And it's the saliva that carries the malaria.
So how come the mosquito has killed so many people? Well, let's pretend this piece of paper is a mosquito carrying malaria. It comes flying in, it lands on me, it bites me, and now I am infected with malaria. And off it goes, happy. Then another mosquito comes flying along. Zzz. Now this one hasn't got malaria. It lands on me, it bites me, drinks my blood. Now it is infected with malaria. Then off it pops and lands on someone else.
Oh, it bit me.
And that's how it spread. You are now infected with malaria.
Well, thanks, Neil. But don't worry, even though we do have mosquitoes here in Britain that could carry malaria, there isn't a malaria problem. OK. So if you want to avoid, though, those nasty, red, itchy, bumpy bites, then steer clear of stagnant waters and use insect repellent.
And if all else fails, try one of these. The good old rolled-up newspaper. Zzz. Watch out, Jen. Zzz. Mosquito.
What? Ow! Neil!
Oh, there's another one, Jen.
Get off!
Jenny, I've done some stupid things, but I'm not doing that.
Look, I just want you to illustrate a point, Neil.
Oh, come on, it's ridiculous.
Oh, just wait there. Now, How do we learn? Well, we go to schools and colleges. But how do animals learn? Well, they learn from their parents and groups of friends. But wouldn't it be ridiculous if animals had to go to school?
It'd be absolutely stupid.
Shut up, Neil, and come in here.
Oh, come on.
You're such a whinge bag sometimes.
Oh, this is just so silly. Look, everyone knows animals don't go to school.
That is exactly why we're doing this.
All
so
right.
Get started.
All right, I'll get started. I'll play you a little charade.
Uh-uh.
Let's do it then. Right then, what's the first thing you want me to do?
The register.
Well, it's pointless taking the register, isn't it? They're all rock-hopper penguins, so we don't need that.
Suit yourself.
Right then. Quiet. In class. First lesson.
General knowledge.
I know. Now, general knowledge. There are 18 different types of penguin in the world. The biggest grows to about that tall, which is the emperor penguin, and the smallest about that tall, which is the little penguin.
Geography.
Whoa. Thank you. Geography. All penguins live in the southern half of the world. That's the southern hemisphere. Now, as you know, most of you actually live down here in the Antarctica, so don't you boys and girls go messing around up north, eh? And now we move on to mathematics, your favourite. Now, the normal swimming speed of a penguin is 15 miles per hour. That is equal to the fastest running speed of man. Someone like Linford Christie, eh?
Yeah, go on, Linford.
Quiet in class, please.
Sorry.
Works every time now. Now, that is equal to 4 times the fastest swimming speed of any man. Now, you penguins spend most of your time in water looking for food, which brings us neatly round to lunch. So that's it. That's lunch. I'm off. We're finished.
Neil.
Oh, Jenny, you don't expect me to do this.
Go on, you're doing so well.
But it stinks.
Oh.
You penguins have a staple diet of fish, which you expertly catch and grip with the help of your spiky tongues. So, OK, class, enjoy your fish and put out your tongues.
Hey, what about PE?
OK, PE. Take a close look at your bodies. Now, you're in great shape. Look at this wonderful, streamlined submarine shape that allows you to cut through the water with ease, using your feet as rudders to steer with as you go. And how do you actually get out of water? Try this. Oh, that's fantastic, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great. Get on with biology, please.
Right then, biology. Quiet in class now, please. Now, you penguins have a very efficient central heating system. You close your feathers very tightly around you, a bit like a door, to keep in the heat, and then you open your feathers to cool off.
Sir?
Yes, pal?
We didn't quite understand that. Can you do it again, but demonstrate?
You're really milking this, aren't you? All right, practical demonstration. You have a fantastic central heating system. You clasp your feathers around you tightly to keep warm, and then you fluff them up to cool off. You're having me on here. You're just messing around, making a fool of me on telly and stuff, aren't you?
I'm sorry, you did so well.
Well, I'm not doing any more.
Oh, look, just tell them about the feet.
What about the feet?
Well, take your shoes and socks off. Now, think about it. A penguin's feet stays on the ice constantly while it's on dry land. Yes, that's why it has a very thick skin at the bottom of its feet to keep it warm. Imagine what it would be like for us.
Eh? What?
Exactly. And not only that, sometimes when a penguin lays an egg, he puts the egg on his feet to keep the egg warm.
I think I just have laid an egg.
Oh, would you believe it? School's out. But it's detention for you, Sonny, me Jimbo. See you later.
Jenny!
Here, did you know that a robin, an ordinary robin redbreast, can eat about 4 metres of worms in a day? Lovely.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh, what time is it?
It's breakfast time. Come on.
But I've had my breakfast, Jen.
No, not you, Neil. It's breakfast time for the giraffes. And when you're the world's tallest creature, it's not just your average bowl of cornflakes. In fact, here at London Zoo, it's willow leaves tied high up in a tree.
My favourite.
Neil, looking after giraffes is very hard work. There's your cleaning, your feeding, and of course, there's your mucking out.
Oh, it's all easy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll do that.
Oh, no, that's right. I see what you mean. Exactly. They need special care because they're very special creatures.
How special?
Oh, look at their legs, for example. Because they are so long, they can in fact run faster than a racehorse.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, but what about their elegant necks? Reaching up and up, making some giraffes over 4 metres tall.
Yeah, look at that. I tell you what, they've got fabulous markings, haven't they?
Yeah, and believe it or not, every one of them is different.
Yeah, Jen, if they're that tall, how did they get their food into those baskets?
Like this, Neil.
Oh, I'll have a go at that. Here, come here. Oh, up there. Oh, go on, then you have a go.
Who's gonna...
Oh, pathetic.
Look!
What?
She's gonna drink.
Oh,
Oh, just look at that tongue, up to 45 centimetres long.
45 centimetres?
Look at that. What time is it?
It's lunchtime.
Every day their main diet is actually pellets and bran oats, and then they have some vitamin E cubes. One of the giraffes is very old, so what we actually do is give her vitamins every night.
And how do you deliver that?
We give her them in vitamin sandwiches.
Oh, right. Shall I help you?
Watch out for the black tongue.
Sandwich.
Big black
There you
tongue.
go. There you are, mate. Get that down your neck.
What time's it now, then?
Bedtime.
Good night.
I caught one in Cornwall.
That's nothing. I was bitten by one in Blackpool.
Well, I ate one in Edinburgh.
So, I saw a 2.5 metre giant one in Japan.
Rubbish, not so.
It is?
Impossible.
Isn't?
Right. This bag of sweets says I know more about crabs than you do.
You're on.
This is the masked crab. It's one of 10,000 different types of crab. And now for the sweets, true or false, all crabs have skeletons on the outsides of the bodies.
And they are called the exoskeleton, otherwise known as the shell. My sweets, thank you very much.
Beginner's luck.
Come and have a look at this one. Look at the size of this.
Wow, that's humongous.
Now, you might find this one off the southwest coast of Britain. So, if you live down there or you're on your holidays, watch out for this monster. This is the spiny spider crab, and this crab will use any object, dead or alive, place it on its back to disguise itself. True or false?
Yeah, I can go with that. True.
You're sweet.
Thank you. Now, this is the most familiar to us all. It's the edible crab.
Yeah.
And now, for the sweets.
Yeah.
True or false? It's sometimes known as the pasty crab.
Sounds plausible, doesn't it? Edible crab, pasty crab. True.
Ahaha, it's false.
Eh?
It's sometimes known as the pie crust crab because its shell looks like one. Now, Neil, will you pick it up for me, please?
Eh?
Pick it up.
I haven't done this for ages. Hold on.
Right,
Very careful there.
I just want to show you something. You see, if I put this pencil in his claw here, he'll grab hold of it like that, and it just shows you what incredible strength he's got in his claws.
Wow, listen to that. He's actually crunching the pencil. So how do we get it out?
He's quite happy. He'll let go when he wants to.
All right. He's got the pencil. You've got the sweets.
Yeah, oh, yes.
But not for long. Down here. Now, in this tank, there are 2 velvet swimming crabs.
Oh.
Now, the velvet swimming crab is covered in a fine velvety-like layer of reddish-brown hairs. It also has 2 legs that are shaped like oars to help it move very quickly through the water to avoid capture. Now, true or false, it's vicious.
Will you put your finger in there?
No.
Right, it's vicious, it's true. Yes.
Yeah, all right, go on.
So still
You're
mine.
sweet. All right, look, the last crab,
Your last chance.
the final. This is for the sweets.
Okay,
All or
okay.
nothing. OK, in here, very carefully take it out, we have the hermit crab. And the hermit crab is a crab that does not actually grow its own shell. In fact, see, to protect itself, it actually climbs inside an empty whelk shell. Then when it's actually outgrown it, it simply climbs out and goes and finds another empty one that's bigger. True or false?
No, I don't believe anything would be so cheeky.
The hermit crab does not grow its own shell. It lives inside an empty whelk shell. Yes, my sweeties, thank you very much. Oh, I don't believe it. The cough candy, I hate them.
True. Thanks, Neil.
Jan, can't we do it for chocolate?
My hamster Gorby cleans himself with his 2 front paws, but sometimes jumps into his water bowl and gives himself the bath.
My tortoise wakes up from the winter. We have to clean his eyes because they get bunged up.
I don't have to clean my rabbit because she cleans herself, but I groom her by brushing her fur with a baby's brush. Short-haired cats don't need to be groomed as long-haired cats. They lick themselves when they need to be groomed.
My pony is cleaned out every day with fresh straw put on the old bed at night. At the end of the winter, the stable is emptied of straw completely and is scrubbed with disinfectant. A bucket of fresh water is always supplied.
Sometimes I take Max to the vet to get his teeth specially cleaned.
My snake Sammy cleans himself by shedding his skin.
It's crazy! Yes, it's crazy what goes on inside a chick's world. Now, here's a chick.
And here's its world.
And guess what we've got? Go and have a look at this lot over here. Look at this.
They're gorgeous.
Newly hatched chicks. Look at them.
They're beautiful.
Go on, get down.
So how old are they?
They're about a day old now and doing very nicely, thank you very much. Birthday yesterday. Maybe we should sing a chorus of happy birthday to them. What do you think?
Well, you're singing. No.
No, I thought you might say
Yeah.
that.
But the amazing thing is, these beautiful cuties actually all come from an egg, just like this one.
But have you ever thought, how does an egg turn into a chick? In fact, what goes on inside an egg?
Well, the outer shell actually has about 10,000 pores, which you can see if you look very closely. And the chick inside breathes through these pores via blood vessels and tubes. It's all yours, Neil.
I knew you were going to say that. I always get the messy bits to do, don't I? OK, what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and crack the egg open. Now, this is a newly laid egg, so don't worry. There's no chick inside this. Let's see if we can just open it very carefully onto the plate, and let's see what we've got here inside. Right, inside the shell itself, you've got a thin skin that stops harmful bacteria getting through the shell to the chick. Now, when the egg is laid, this skin pulls away from one end of the shell, and the chick breaks it just prior to hatching and takes its first gulp of air. Then it can also call to its parent. Now, the chick starts off life as a tiny microscopic cell inside the yolk sac, and it grows by feeding on the yellow yolk. The white of the egg acts as a sort of cushion to protect the growing chick inside the shell. It's a sort of liquid shock absorber.
Ah, right. Now, say this tennis ball is actually the egg yolk. OK, now this is suspended in the shock absorber in a kind of hammock made up of egg white cord. And that actually protects the yolk from moving about. Now, as the chick grows, the egg yolk gets smaller and a little waste sac develops, which the chick poos into.
So really, an egg is just like a posh hotel room for the growing chick, with everything on tap. Hey, could you imagine if our posh hotel rooms were just like eggs?
Hotel reception, Jenny speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm in the eggshell suite. So why am I sleeping on a hammock?
I think so. We'll find they're there for his comfort and protection. Thank you. Hotel reception, Jenny speaking. How can I help you?
I'm stuffy. Where's my air conditioning? I can't breathe.
I think so. We'll find there are some tubes to help him breathe through the outer shell. Thank you. Hotel reception, Jenny speaking. How can I help you?
I want room service. I'm hungry.
I think so. We'll find everything he requires is in the big yellow yolk bag. Thank you.
What? Yes, I ordered a room with ensuite facilities, and I can't find my loo.
Well, perhaps Sir should look for the big black waste bag. That should help him with his little problem. Thank you. So you see, everything a growing chick could possibly need is all inside here.
So you see, it's crazy what goes on inside a chick's world.
See you next time.
Ta-ra.